When we are developing our photo essays, features and human interest stories, we are not only telling stories through our photographs, but those photographs could also bring about a change. The photographs that we document and represent and express could probably make a difference in somebody's life. In this lesson, we have seen the different kinds of photo essays and photo features that are possible, which can be clubbed and grouped together thematically or according to a certain idea that one has, which one wants to portray. In this video, we are going to look at some of the photo stories done by Vicky Roy, a young acclaimed photographer who has taken up projects and gone deeply into them to show his stories. We are going to look at one project of his called Home Street Home, and another one which he is presently engaged with on documenting disabilities across the country. Let's look at these two photo stories and learn from them. In this book, Home Street Home, which was Vicky Roy's debut book brought out by the Nazar Foundation at the Delhi Photo Festival in 2013, Vicky Roy has documented life at the shelter home at the NGO Salam Balik Trust in New Delhi. He himself had lived there for many years till he reached the age of 18, and then later on he went back to Salam Balik Trust to document the lives of other children like him who lived there. Having lived at the Salam Balik Trust and having run away from home at the young age of 11, he was keen to document the reality of other children like him. Now, this photo story came out as a monograph or as a book titled Home Street Home. And in this particular book, he has put together images of children living a life at a shelter home, being together, carving a new life for themselves, and the moments that they have had individually and collectively. So now we have seen the photographs taken by Vicky Roy in his project Home Street Home. You may be curious to know more about how he did and why he did what he did. So let's go over to Vicky, who will tell us some stories around this project of putting together the photo stories on Home Street Home.
उस बुक का नाम है होम स्ट्रीट होम। तो बेसिकली मैंने क्या किया था कि 2008 तक मैंने अपनी स्ट्रीट लाइफ शूट किया था, एंड स्ट्रीट के बाद मैं शेल्टर होम में चला गया था। तो फिर मैं शेल्टर होम की फ़ोटो खींचना चालू किया, और शेल्टर होम की फ़ोटो मैंने उसमें भी यही दिखाने की कोशिश की कि जब मैं शेल्टर होम में रहता था तो मैं कैसे रहता था, बट फ़ोटो मैंने दूसरे बच्चों की खींची, और वो फ़ोटोज़ मैंने कलर में शूट किया। कि मेरा एक उस समय जस्ट ऐसे ही बचकाना आइडिया आया था कि कि जब मैं सड़क पे रहता था तो मेरी लाइफ ब्लैक एंड वाइट थी, और जब मैं शेल्टर होम में आ गया तो मेरी लाइफ थोड़ी कलरफुल हो गई। तो इस वजह से जो शेल्टर होम की आप फ़ोटो देखेंगे उस बुक्स में, तो वो आपको कलर्स में नज़र आएंगे, एंड वो शेल्टर होम की पूरी कहानी बयां करती है कि मैं शेल्टर होम में कैसे रहता था, हम अपने अंडरवियर्स कैसे सुखाते थे लॉकर में फंसा करके। तो आप वो फ़ोटो देखोगे तो आपको एक थोड़ा सा ह्यूमर लगेगा, बट उसमें रियलिटी है कि हमें हर 6 महीने पे 2 अंडरवियर मिलते थे, हमें वो 6 महीने चलाने होते थे। तो किसी बच्चे का एक बच्चे दूसरे बच्चे का चोरी कर लेते थे, तो इस वजह से हम वो लॉकर में फंसा करके सुखाते थे। तो ऐसे हर एक पिक्चर की कुछ ना कुछ बात है। हम अपने अंडरवियर इस तरीके से सुखाते थे। एंड देन एक पिक्चर है राजू कुमार की, तो वो पिक्चर मैंने इस तरीके से शूट किया है राजू कुमार का कि उसमें उसकी वो पर्सनैलिटी, वो क्या करता है ना, वो नज़र देख के पता चलता है। वो एक साइकिल में इस तरीके से खड़ा है, लेकिन ऐसा लगेगा कि शायद वो जिम कर रहा है, बट एक्चुअल में वो जिम करता था, साइकिलिंग करता था, एंड बीच में थोड़े टाइम के लिए वो फुटबॉल कोच भी था। तो उस फोटो से ना उसकी वो पर्सनैलिटी भी झलकती है। तो मैंने कोशिश किया था कि जो बच्चे जो करते हैं ना उस तरीके से मैं उसकी फ़ोटो खींच सकूँ। या शेल्टर होम में कैसे रहता था, जैसा कुछ फोटोग्राफ्स है कि हम अपने लॉकर्स में ना अपना जो फेवरेट हीरो है या फेवरेट हीरोइन है उसके फ़ोटो हम अपने लॉकर में चिपका के रखते थे। तो जैसे जब मेरे पास जो मेरा लॉकर नंबर था वो 24 नंबर था आई थिंक, और लॉकर में नंबर लिखे होते थे। तो मेरे लॉकर का दरवाज़ा खुलते ही उसमें सौरभ गांगुली के फ़ोटो चिपके हुए होते थे। उस समय क्रिकेट का बहुत बुखार था, तो लाइक जब भी अखबार आता था और उसके बाद शाम तक जब बच्चे पढ़ लेते थे तो मैं वो अखबार में अगर सौरभ गांगुली का कुछ है तो मैं उसका कट आउट निकाल के और अपने लॉकर में चिपका करके रखता था। फिर जब मैंने शूट करना चालू किया तो मैंने देखा एक लड़का है, उसने अपने नवाब नाम है उसका, नवाब बेड पे बैठा हुआ और उसका लॉकर ऐसे खुला हुआ है और उसके लॉकर में प्रियंका चोपड़ा के फ़ोटो चिपके हुए, बिकॉज वो प्रियंका चोपड़ा को पसंद करता था। तो इस तरह की स्टोरी है होम स्ट्रीट होम में।
Vicky's photographs that have been published in Home Street Home show us how he has revisited the shelter home where he lived for many years. Similarly, when we take up photo projects or we make feature stories or photo essays, we can have a personal interest. We may like to follow an idea and we can develop it into a full-fledged photo story. Let us now look at another project that Vicky is engaged with. Presently, he is traveling across India documenting people with disabilities. Sadly, people with disabilities have been marginalized and their stories are not told enough. Vicky has taken this up and he is telling their stories through his photographs. Let us see another photo story, another project, which is a work that Vicky Roy is doing presently. He is traveling across India documenting people with disabilities. And why is he doing so? Because he believes that everyone is good at something. This is the project that Vicky is doing, in which he wants to tell the stories of people with disabilities and wants to challenge the stigma they face. All the photographs that he has taken and continues to take in this project represent the various challenges that people with disabilities face in our country, and yet how, in spite of the challenges, they live fulfilled and complete lives. A photo story can tell much more than just merely words, because we can see the people, we can see their experiences, we can see their emotions, and we can connect with their stories. In this lesson, we have learnt about how to develop photo features, photo essays and human interest stories, which are a series of images that convey a story or an idea. To do this, we have learnt how to do mind mapping, which can help us to put our thoughts together, find the central idea or the theme that's going to lead the story, and then move outwards and look at what are the various aspects or perspectives to the story that we want to convey and express through our photo story. We have also seen various examples that show us how we can club and group our photographs together to make sense and to convey a clear idea to the reader or the viewer. Through Vicky's work, we have seen how our stories can be driven from our own personal motivations and our personal experiences. Sometimes our own lives and our own experiences can lead the way and show us what we should do and what we can do. So, be creative, be imaginative, look around yourself and find those stories, identify those stories that you think deserve to be told. A photo story or a photo essay or a human interest story is a wonderful way to engage with your audiences, with your readers, with your viewers, and as we've been speaking about in this course, that the power of photography and photojournalism is not only to tell the truth and the facts, but also to bring in the emotion with the fact. So enjoy the process and start thinking of an idea which could be your first photo essay or a photo story.